and change to protect the innocent.
Evening, folks. Spam Slade. It was 2 days before Christmas. I was working late in the office. Not that I had any work to do. There's a desk, a chair, and a bottle of whiskey. So it seemed as good a place as any not to do it. There's a knock at the door. Before I could say come in, she did. Like any other broad who walked through that door, I knew she was trouble.
Hello there.
What can I do for you, sister?
You can start with a slug of what's in that bottle. Are you the private eye?
That's right.
It says Spam Slade on the door.
That's me.
Really?
Got a problem with that?
Well, not at all. So you're the one that sold that Mario Fennec thing?
The Maltese Falcon.
Right. Well, I've got a job for you if you're up to it.
You'd be surprised what I can get up to. What's the job?
I need you to find my husband.
Alright. Need some details. What's your name?
Claus.
Mrs. Claus. C-L-A-W-S.
No. C-L-A-U.
C-L-A-U-S-E.
No E.
Pardon?
C-L-A-U-S.
But Claus is an E in it.
No. C-L-A-U-S.
But that's Klaus.
Claus.
Klaus.
It's pronounced Claus.
Okay. You say Claus, I say Klaus.
Claus, Klaus. We could call the whole thing off.
Okay. Claus if you like. I can go with either.
Either.
I think that's enough song references for one scene, don't you?
But we haven't even got to tomatoes.
What's your husband's name?
Claus.
Got that. First name.
Oh, Santa.
Ah, Latino, is he?
No, why?
His name. Sounds Spanish.
Well, he isn't.
What's he look like?
A fat old guy with a white beard.
Sure you want him back?
I've got a job he needs to do.
Right, when'd you last see him?
A year ago.
A year. Did you call the police?
Of course, they wouldn't take me seriously.
Why not?
Well, perhaps I should explain a little more. We operate a somewhat unusual business.
What kind of business?
We deliver toys.
Oh, nothing unusual about that. Got a fleet of trucks?
A sleigh.
What, the thing that goes in the snow?
That's right.
Just the one?
Yes.
It wouldn't carry very much.
Oh, it's big.
It would take a while.
It's fast.
You wouldn't be able to go very far.
It flies.
I see.
Pulled through the sky by a team of reindeer.
I could tell this was no ordinary case. This was a nut case. So every day you load up the sleigh to deliver toys.
No, just once a year.
That doesn't sound very profitable. Where do you deliver?
All over the world.
Okay, so once a year you load up the sleigh and deliver toys somewhere in the world.
Everywhere.
Pardon?
We deliver everywhere, all over the world.
In one day.
Well, not actually.
But all the shops and places be closed at night.
We do home deliveries.
Ah. So people order toys and wait for you to deliver them.
No, they have to be asleep when we deliver. That's part of the deal.
So you leave them on the doorstep.
No, we take them into the house.
So you break into people's houses and deliver toys.
Sort of.
What's the angle?
Huh?
Well, what do you get out of it? Do you take stuff from the people's homes?
Certainly not.
So what's in it for you?
It's a tradition. We do it every year. It makes people happy.
You couldn't figure it out. There had to be a payoff somewhere. Must cost a packet to buy all those toys.
No, we make them.
No wonder you do it once a year. You make them yourselves?
No, we have elves.
Elves?
They're very good workers.
I bet. So where's your husband in all this?
No, he delivers the toys.
I see.
And drives the sleigh.
Ah, so he breaks into the houses. Bet he picks the locks.
Well, he usually goes down the chimney.
Oh, but of course. This is getting right up there on the weirdness scale. So, when you saw your husband a year ago, he was driving the sleigh.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, he was heading off to do the deliveries.
And he didn't come home.
Christmas morning, I woke up and he wasn't there. I went outside. The sleigh was there, but no sign of Santa.
Well, then he must have brought it back.
Well, not necessarily. Rudolph would have guided them back.
Rudolph?
The lead reindeer. They would have followed his nose.
And found their way home. Couldn't believe I was starting to take this seriously. So, your husband may or may not have come back that night. If he didn't drive the sleigh home, well, he could be anywhere in the world. Do you know what route he took? Were all the toys delivered?
Well, the sleigh was empty, but we haven't had a lot of complaints about houses being missed. Just the odd one here and there, which is pretty normal.
Alright. So who else knows your operation? Who are your key players?
There's Will Ferrell, Chief Elf in charge of production, Euripides Eumenides, Reindeer Wrangler, and Aurora Borealis, marketing manager.
Alright. I can speak to all of them. They're all suspects in my book until proven otherwise. Where's your headquarters?
No, the North Pole.
Why am I not surprised? Lead the way, sister.
Okay.
Be right with you. Might need this. I don't know why I was taking the case. Give me a nice straightforward murder any day of the week. But I've never seen a reindeer and no plans for Christmas. Besides, it's looking more and more like it was meant that Santa was buried in a snowdrift somewhere. And this broad was prime suspect. We made good time at Santa HQ. The reception was chilly, not surprising, it was the Arctic. But no one likes a detective nosing around the place. But I wasn't there to make friends. I was there to pick these people into tiny pieces to get to the truth. Come in. You're Ferrell?
I don't get much sleep at this time of year, and I guess I haven't had a shower today, but there's no need for personal insult.
Will Ferrell, head of production.
Oh yes, that's me.
Take a seat. So you're Chief Elf.
That's right.
How many elves you got working here?
About 1,000.
1,000? That must be quite some wages, Bill.
Oh, nobody gets paid.
No.
No! We only work for board and lodging.
It was an odd case, but this was the oddest thing I've heard yet. So how long you worked here?
Oh, many years. Some almost a century.
Did anyone ever leave?
No one leaves, we've nowhere to go.
Or what about back to your homes?
Our homes were wiped out in the great sloth plague.
Sloth plague.
Yes, you must have heard about it. 1 million sloths covered the ground, eating everything in their path.
How did you hear about it?
Well, Santa said we could work for him as long as we liked. We loved Santa. He's so kind.
I've been finding out a few things about Santa, and I wasn't liking what I was finding. He was onto a pretty sweet racket. Come in. You men at ease?
Yeah, ripper days. They look all right to me.
I knew that old gag. I just played it cool. I wasn't there to play straight man to some comedy routine. So you're in charge of the reindeer.
See. Yeah. And there's no need to blame me for the weather, and I don't go calling me dear.
Take a seat. So, this caribou you've got pulling the sleigh, how many are there?
Nine.
And they fly?
Well, that's the only way we can get all the toys delivered in a night.
One night? But it'd make more sense if the spread deliveries are entire, yeah, surely.
That's not the way that Santa wants to do things, and don't go calling me Shirley.
What are those coloured lights?
Aurora Borealis.
Boy, she sure knows how to advertise her arrival.
Right, what's this all about? I got a meeting with the ad agency in half an hour, so make it quick.
Thanks for coming, Miss Borealis.
Aurora. So, you're the PI. I hope you're as good as Mrs. Claus thinks you are, because if we can't find Santa in the next 24 hours, there'll be no deliveries this year. It'll be a public relations disaster. What can I tell you?
It was pretty clear who was in charge of this operation. This dame was going to need pretty close watching. So, marketing manager. Pretty key position. I bet you're well paid.
Oh no. I work my own business most of the year. I only come up here to help out when things ramp up at Christmas. I do it pro bono.
Bono. So there's an Irish rock band involved.
What are you talking about?
I'm confused.
You too?
Never mind. So you probably work more closely with Santa than anybody. Nothing odd about his behavior before he disappeared.
No, everything normal. Actually, one thing was a little odd. After he went missing, his desk was unusually tidy. Everything was put away in its drawers, letters signed, inbox cleared.
As if he knew he wasn't coming back.
I think I found something.
I'd asked Mrs. Claus to go through the company files, look for anything odd.
Look, that seems to be a bank account, but I don't recognize it.
Show me. Oh, that's a Swiss bank?
And these orders, there's a 10% jump in production since early last year. Never seen that happen before. It's usually just a slow increase each year.
I remember that. When I queried it, Santa said something about people had more money to spend because of some pandemic or other. I've had elves muttering about going on strike because they said they were overworked.
Hey, yeah, and the reindeer, when they came back, they were exhausted. And I checked the takeoff data on the flight recorder, and the takeoff weight was way over limit.
So what happened to the extra toys?
Now I'm no mathematician, but I can put two and two together, and usually it adds up to 4. Now, I'm no mathematician, but I can put 2 and 2 together. What it adds up to is a pretty ingenious black market scheme in toys, with the proceeds going not into the company, but into Sanders' own private bank account. He had no intention of coming back last year, after delivering the toys plus extras for a profit. I bet he's retired somewhere on the sun.
Is that would explain the things? The reindeer, they had a sand into their hooves, like their last stop was on the beach or something.
There you got it. He's basking on the beach somewhere.
What no basket?
Well, congratulations, Mr. Detective. I guess you've earned your fee. Now, if you'll all excuse me, I have a meeting to get to.
Actually, speaking of fees,
Well, thank you, gentlemen. We'll let you get back to work. A lot to be done before tomorrow evening.
we never actually discussed,
Oh, but we still have a problem. How are we going to deliver the toys this Christmas?
I normally require payment up front. The case is solved.
You know, it's been kind of lonely the last 12 months, if you get my meaning. And now you know he's not coming back. Well, there's a vacancy, if you're interested.
I was pretty sure she meant what I thought she meant, which meant I could kiss her cash fee goodbye. The long-term benefits might just be worth it. All right, sister. I guess I'm interested.
Good. You can start tomorrow night. I'm sure we've got a red suit that would fit you with a bit of pack. Have you ever driven a sleigh before?
You know, this could be the start of a beautiful friendship.
Is that a gun in your pocket?
No more tripping. Well, that was a definite different viewpoint of Santa. And was he perhaps just a little bit naughty? Or was he very, very nice? Anyway, I guess we'll have to wait for Christmas to find out what happens next. Now, what happens next is I should introduce myself, because I forgot to earlier. My name is Tricia, and I'm Vice President of this club, and I also do whatever I have to, including getting out here and chatting to you guys while the stage crew back there are madly changing the set for us all. Now, up next is our first of our improvisations. Now, for those who don't understand that, I'm going to ask a question. Has anyone here seen a TV show called Thank God You're Here? Yes? Did you enjoy it? Please say yes. Good. Because our show is a little bit like that, but it's not called Thank God You're Here. It's called You've Arrived. Now, behind the curtain, we have 3 actors who have been given a guideline only of what is supposed to go on. Then we have a 4th actor who has absolutely no idea at all what he or she is about to enter. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Good. So, although they had a bit of a script, it may not go according to the script, so we'll all be jumping all over the place. Now, we've had a couple of these already and they were well received, so let's hope this crew do just as well. Hard to say. So, let me just check, because one of the actors who was in that has got to quickly change his clothes, and I'm not sure if he's changed or he's going to come out. Hang on, he's here! Welcome, Terry! Our first guest of the evening. Come on out, Terry. Now, Terry, before we start, don't worry about this at the moment. I would just like you to tell the audience.
Give it to that, Terry, will you?
Do you want to swap places?
No, I've got a very important job.
He's got a big job.
He's got a big job. So what I would like you to do is tell us a little bit about yourself. Now, the obvious one is that you are president to my vice president, which means I get to tell him what to do when his wife at home isn't telling him what to do.
I thought you were the president of Vice.
I am, but that's only behind the curtains. Out here, I've got to be a good person. Now, tell us a little bit more about yourself. What other duties do you perform as well as president?
Bar, set, act, direct, bank, when she isn't. Probably a couple of other things. Shop, do the booze,
Do the
drink
booze.
the booze.
Yeah, I hope you like the booze.
We had another person today, 2 council people here, and they looked at our prices and said, "My God,
Are they coming? Are they coming to get some?
I don't know."
Well, I hope so. Nothing like getting the council drunk and getting your own way. You know what it's called.
They're putting in a fire candle for us worth about $20,000. So
Thank you. And that, of course, is for everyone's benefit. Now, Terry, before we go in, I just want to ask you a couple of questions. Can you honestly say that you have no idea what's about to happen behind this curtain?
yes, because I've spent night after night out in that bloody front room reading my book, and while whatever's happening in here is happening in here.
We did have a little bit of rehearsal with some stand-in victims, but the real victim wasn't allowed anywhere near the place.
Now, go outside, Terry, and read your book.
We didn't say read book, we just said go outside and be a good little boy. Now, how are you feeling about what you're about to head into?
Oh, a bit like this building that we're standing in. It's 135 years old. 135.
Now, are you actually ready
Yes.
to face what's there?
As I'll ever be, yes.
Right. Sound and lighting, are they prepared for us back there?
I think so.
You think so?
Yep.
I'm going to hand you this back, just in the hope that maybe this will give you a clue as to what you're about to face.
Dr. Livingston, I presume,
Not, well, we'll find out. How's it fit?
sits high.
Are you happy to wear it or
A
something?
swollen head. No,
No, well, excuse me, I've got to get off. And on with the first improvisation.
Ah, Colonel, you've arrived. Come on, up to the podium.
well, I haven't got my notes.
You don't need notes, Colonel. You should know everything you've done. Come on. Now, I understand that this is the latest expedition you've done. It's one of the longest that you've ever done. Tell us a bit about it. How long were you away for?
Give or take 10.5 years. I think it
10.5 years, Colonel. That's an
Yes.
extraordinary amount of time. Tell us, where did you go? Where did you visit? Where did you leave from? Tell us all
Well,
the details.
You know the old Silk Road started in China and then went through all the stands? So I went through all the stands.
It's just damned. What are you talking
Kyrgyzstan,
about?
Uzbekistan, Uzbekistan. All of the stands. There's 5 of them.
It took you 10.5 years to go through 5 stands.
Well, they were all looked after by Russia, and Russia is not a very accommodating mother.
Interesting.
We understood that your expedition was to study the wildlife in the tropics.
No, that was the one before. This one was the Silk Road and the stands and the friends.
Surely you must have encountered some dangerous situations in your expedition. Can you tell us about them?
Well, you might know this, but you know the game of polo? Well, it originated in Kyrgyzstan, only they didn't play it with a stick.
What do they play with?
They put people's heads in the ground. They used to, well, take their heads off.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Well, it's true. It's what they used to do, riding those little ponies that they ride.
Did you ever play that game?
No, my legs were too long. I'd sit on the pony and I'd have to walk.
You've had great success writing about your expeditions and you've made a lot of money. What do you have to say about the claims that they're all false?
Load of rubbish. Well, all you've got to do is read the books and you'll see that if you follow the book, you'll follow my path.
That's the trouble. We have read the books, Colonel.
Yeah, what about the
You
claim?
actually read them.
Yes, Colonel.
Shit.
Clarity. You have his diaries and you've copied them about your ascent to K2.
The closest I ever got to Edward Hillary was in that hometown of his in New Zealand somewhere. There's a big bloody statue of the bloke there. Haven't got his diaries, I can assure you.
Sure about that, Colonel?
But isn't K2 some sort of gel or something?
Isn't it a fact that at the time you claimed that you were, exploring the Amazon via paddleboard,
Yes.
that you were actually in a Mexican prison on charges for smuggling in small reptiles? Can you tell us about it? Not only did you smuggle them in, but you smuggled them in your underpants.
Yeah, some of those spiky desert lizards are a bit touchy. But I left them in a well, near that surf beach.
That's your response, Colonel?
Yes, well, that's all I can think of at the minute. And those Mexican police, they're not very nice people, I can tell you.
Colonel, it does appear that all of your claims are in fact false and fraudulent efforts to fleece the public. Tell us your response to that.
Well, it worked, didn't it? Well, you said I'm wealthy.
So which of your books are true? The Lost Tribes of Nimbin? Is that true?
If you've seen the amount of grassy stuff that they sell in the Boomerang Cafe.
What about 6 Weeks in a Turkish Harem? The unique story. Yep.
Unique or eunuch?
What about Camel Train across the Antarctica?
No, that was Cable Beach in WA near Broome. And they wouldn't let me on the bloody thing, I was too heavy. You can't get on if you're over 100 kilos.
Right, so we understand that one of the reasons that you're here today is that you're going to announce your next expedition. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I'm going to write about my son-in-law in Kurdistan. He's wanted by the Russian government. He shut down a gold mine when the government nationalised it. And
So-
if he goes back, he's in the slammer.
So you're going on an expedition over there, are
Well,
you?
he wants me to bareboat across the world with him. He's going from Spain to, I don't know, Fiji, I think is his next stop.
How are you funding this expedition?
Well, from all those book sales that you were so kindly mentioning before.
The fake books.
No, the real book sales.
The real book sales about the false books.
Well,
What are you worried
False
about?
expeditions.
the real fake books, yeah, those ones.
What about the rumours that have been going around that you have a swathe of illegitimate offspring around the world?
Well, you do know that song about, he's got a girl in every port. I think that Cliff Richard bloke sang it. Well, I've been in a lot of ports.
Right, and what is your response in regard to the orphanage in Alabama claiming that all of the children in their care belong to you and they range from the ages of 1 to 16?
I thought there was a 20-year-old in there too.
And there's a woman in Tasmania who swears that you are the father of all her 9 children.
You'd believe a two-headed Tasmanian over me, would you?
Two-headed.
Do you deny that you're nothing but a randy old con artist?
You free later, love? Girls drill too.
At last you've arrived. We haven't been given any proper instructions, and since you were so heavily involved in the planning, we're relying on you to guide us. So, how do we proceed?
Forward. It's no good going backwards.
We've been able to disable the security cameras, so can we please take off these uncomfortable masks
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness that.
Now, listen.
We were told to meet in the car park basement, but we don't know how to get into the back from here. What happens next?
So that means we've got to go down.
That's one way we could go, but anyway, if you say so.
Yeah, we
Oh,
go
listen,
down.
excuse me. I was told that I had to bring the gel at night, so when will you be wanting that?
I thought it was Vegemite you were bringing.
We've had breakfast. We've had breakfast.
I thought it was Vegemite you were bringing.
And hang on a minute.
Hey, what?
Hang on. I bought the extra heavy duty power drill. Now, do you think we could possibly use this on the job?
Oh, most definitely.
Good.
Okay, is it charged?
Oh,
It's charged. It's ready to go. So what's next?
We're going down.
We're going down.
Yes. Okay, who's leading the way?
Well, you're in charge. Since you're involved in the planning
So
stage.
you get to tell us what
So
to do.
what about the alarm systems?
The alarm.
Yeah, the
Didn't
alarm.
think about those.
Weren't you involved in the planning stage?
Oh, yeah, but I was actually at the house at the time. I was getting some gear ready for them, but I didn't
Look, when we finally get in there,
really. Yes.
what are we targeting? You know, we're going to target cash, bullion,
We've got to get
diamonds.
to the safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've got to find out what's in the safe.
It's
Never
cash.
want to get in the safe. What are we
Diamonds.
taking?
Yeah.
All of it.
All of
You
it.
take the diamonds, you take the money, you take the
Hang
jewelry.
on. Oh, we've only got 2 backpacks.
But that's okay, darling. I stole a truck for our getaway. Didn't I? You
Yep.
know about that,
I
don't you?
did.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
It's not much bigger than a Tonka toy.
Well, you know what bothers me?
What?
I mean, apparently, we're supposed to let you take off with the loot while we go into hiding. I mean, how do we know that we can trust you?
Yeah. How do we
Look at this face.
We're looking.
Is this an honest face or what?
No, it is not an honest face.
Oh,
I don't like it. I don't like this plan.
I don't like
Hey,
it.
look.
I don't like it.
I've got big pockets and I can fit lots of loot in here as well.
Exactly.
And in the theme of Pauline Hanson, I don't like it.
So, what happens next? How do we move on from here?
Well, I reckon that we should just, go full on, blow the basement door and go straight in.
Hang on a second. You're going to set off every alarm in the place and you'll have the cops on our tail within 3 minutes.
Well, I know that.
We thought we were hot air, she'd blow it up anyway.
Listen, you tell me, was there even ever a plan?
I don't believe there ever was a plan. You never had a plan, did you?
No.
Well,
No.
we tried, but the thing is the pencil ran out. Pencil broke when we were trying to draw the plan up, so it didn't get very far.
Oh, right, I'm just going to blow the door.
We're just going to blow the door. Hang on a second. This is way too risky.
Yeah.
There's too much that can go wrong. And I think we should just pull out while we still can.
No, we've got plenty of time to, we'll have a few minutes before the alarms get off. We can just go in, we can get what we want, get out of there quick smart. I reckon we just do it. No.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Now listen to me. Listen to me. We can go in and use this. It's going to be much quieter and a hell of a lot messier. Less messier. What do you say to that?
I think we need a decision. It's up to you.
Yeah,
I think we should go in full throttle. And you've got big pockets, I've got big pockets. We can take as much stuff as we can handle. If you've only got 2 backpacks, I'm sure that we can still manage. And did you even grab a bra? You can snatch some up in there too.
Now you listen to me.
Oh, it's got a
See
big one.
this? Yes, I have. You call this a drill bit, I call this a drill bit. What we should do is
Oh, a little bit.
It's not a little bit, it's a definite a big bit. We're going to shove it in here.
I bet she's done that before.
take about 5 minutes. And what do you say to that?
I think we should go for it.
Go for it.
You're totally screwed, mate.
She's talking about, did you
At
get
least she's
some
got all the nuts and bolts.
bits lined up in one
I'm gonna see if it does get in.
Hello?
Hi Larry, it's Dr. Do-Right from the Neurology Department at the RVWH. Now, there is nothing to worry about. I have the results of the scan and I know why you're having double vision and why your eye is bulging and why you can hear your own pulse in your head.
You do?
You have what is called a carotid cavernous fistula, or CCF. Basically, it means that some of the arteries in your brain and behind your right eye are talking to the veins.
And they're not supposed to do that.
No, they are not.
Okay. Yeah, how serious is it, Doc?
Well, it is pretty important we get you in as soon as possible. Otherwise, it can develop into a full-blown aneurysm, and you can have a stroke or even die.
What? I mean, wait, how the bloody hell did the optometrist miss this? I was there 3 weeks ago.
Well, that's a matter for another time. For now, though, I've been talking with your ophthalmologist, Dr. Cranston, and we've agreed that we have a way to fix this. I've got you booked in for surgery tomorrow to stop the talking in your head and sort that eye out. I'll need you to be at the hospital at 1 o'clock tomorrow so that I can do a preliminary scan to establish a baseline with your eye.
Wait, no. Wait, I can't do that. So I'm a part of this awesome community musical called The Pirates at Act 1 Theatre, and the show can't go on without me. Plus, it's the final show. Can we make this some other time?
Well, I guess community theatre is pretty important, so yes, maybe, I guess so. I can fit you in on Thursday, but I'll still need you to be at the hospital by 1 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon so we can do that baseline assessment. We'll need that before we can start.
Yeah, it sounds good, Doc. That's great. That'll give me time to get over the after party.
Okay, I'll see you Thursday, and I'll get you all fixed up.
Sounds
in the
good.
meantime, break your leg.
Yeah, great, Doc. I'm really looking forward to it.
Where's the workers going? That's right.
Hi, I have an operation with the Dr. Dudley Do-Right. I was told to come here 1 o'clock today for some baseline checks. My name is Loser. Larry Loser.
Your name is Larry Loser.
No. My name is Larry Loser. It's French.
Sorry, Mr. Loser. How can I help you today?
Well, like I said, I'm here to see the world-renowned Dr. Dudley Do-Right. I was told to come here 1 p.m. to get some sort of baseline testing done. Oh, and so I can get good seats for tonight's game. Maybe we can make it one in a row.
Let me have a look for you. Sorry, Mr. Loser, but I don't see you on the list. Nor have I ever heard of a world-renowned Dr. Dudley Do-Right. But if you take a seat over there, I'll have a look into it for you.
Are we settled in yet?
No. Admissions didn't even know I was coming in, so having a coffee ATM. Lol.
Good on them.
And the coffee is shit. Lol. It's not even worth the second E.
Coffee with no E is cough. They'll make you sit outside.
Well, they're doing that already because I'm a Blues supporter.
Oh, how rude. Oh, pretty much everyone.
What? Wait, who the bloody hell in their right mind would go to a public hospital?
Oh, pretty much everyone.
Exactly. Not in their right minds. Lol.
Neither are you. Bahaha.
I am until tomorrow. Well, then who knows who I'll be after they muck around up in there.
You know, you'll feel much better if you just relax and accept that things move like that in hospitals. Instead, enjoy the relative freedom of not being in a bed. Maybe with someone next to you, moaning about one thing or another.
Yeah, thank you, oh wise one. Whatever would I do without you?
I've had to put up with it many a time.
They are doing this because I'm a Blues supporter.
Probs, wait. Are you wearing your jersey?
Why? Shouldn't I be?
You don't want to get on their bad side.
Why? Will they deliberately mess up my op?
That's standard procedure, mate. You're going to wake up with a goalpost between your ears. Lol.
Okay, Mr. Loser, I've found the doctor that you were talking about, and I've found a ward for you to go to. If you just give me a few moments, I'll get that organised.
That's great. That did not take long.
Alright, Mr. Loser, if you'd like to gather your things, then you can head over to this lift over here, go up to level 3, exit to the left, go to the end of the corridor, turn right and look for ward number 2.
Yeah, sure, man. That sounds pretty simple. Whatever could go wrong, right? But what about the baseline tests?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that. But you can ask at the ward when you arrive. Open!
reception told me to come to this ward and that you were expecting me.
Sorry, Mr. Loser. I'm Nurse Campbell. I wasn't aware that you were coming.
It's a loser. Larry Loser.
Oh, I'm
French.
sorry, Mr. Loser.
It's quite alright, it happens all the time. But I wonder who'll be the losers tonight. In any case, I'll send to you by reception. I've been waiting there for the past 3.5 hours, and they said you were expecting me. I was told to come here at 1 p.m. today, hence arriving at 1 p.m. For my scheduled operation tomorrow at 7:30. They said you'd not make the baseline checks.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Loser. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about. And I certainly wasn't expecting a Blues supporter on the eve of our first Origin game. You do know this is a Queensland hospital, right? Please take a seat over there and I'll look into this for you. Perhaps I could find a hospital across the border that can help Sorry for the wait, Mr. Loser. Now, it does seem like we Maroons are going to help you Blues out tonight after all. It looks like you are in the right place.
That's great.
Now, I'm sorry to say, though, that we don't have a room for you per se, but there is a small space with a new fancy bed in it, which I'm sure you'll love. Just follow me.
Holy crap, that's an expensive bed. Excuse me, nurse, is there any chance I can get something to eat?
Oh, dinner? Have you not eaten yet?
No. I've been at the hospital since 1 p.m. and reception since then and here for the past hour, so no, I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, okay. A bit hangry, are we? Let me see if I can get you something. In the meantime, just make yourself comfortable, and when you're ready, please change into this gown. But remember to close the back up. We don't want to scare the other patients.
I'm sorry, Nurse Campbell.
Oh, call me Leonie.
Leonie, I'm just a bit stressed about the surgery tomorrow and the game tonight. I've got a good feeling about both. But, what's the deal with the bed here, Leonie?
Oh, that's where you're in luck. This is our brand new $75,000 bed. It inflates and deflates automatically so you don't get bed sores or numb from lying in one position. You'll be the first person to use it, lucky boy, even before any Queenslanders.
Okay. Yeah, okay. It doesn't look very comfortable. And that's a hell of a lot of money for a bed. But that's all good. I'm going to get changed and get ready for the big game. Oh, actually, one final thing. Is there any place there's a TV where so I could watch the big game? I've been looking forward for over a year to watch New South Wales when it'll make us one in our own. Not too bad, Larry. Not too bad.
Sorry, Mr. Loser. The kitchen is closed, but I was able to get this sandwich out of the vending machine for you.
Yeah, okay. No, this looks tasty and nutritious. I mean, I haven't eaten in 8 hours and I got a fast in one.
Hey, now, Mr. Loser, I just need to ask you a couple of questions before you can settle in for the night.
Sure.
Do you have hypertension, high blood pressure?
No.
Do you take any medication at all?
Yes, Telmazartan.
So you are hypertensive,
No.
but you're taking hypertensive meds?
Yeah, but that's why I'm not hypertensive. The pills keep my blood pressure.
Boom, boom.
No TV, yeah. No TV, yeah. That's great. That's good. That's all good. I guess I'll just go to my room, lay on that $75,000 bed, and watch the game on my phone. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not all that bad, right? I've got life-saving surgery tomorrow, so not having a room, not having the tests, not having any food, and not having a place to watch the big game, it's just all small stuff. And you know we're not supposed to sweat the small stuff. Okay. It's okay. Wait! Change to 6 to Queensland halftime? Great! There's still a chance. There's still a chance. I can't look at it right now. Yes! Shit! Great! Even better! 26 to 18 to Queensland full time. It's okay, it's just okay. It's nothing. Nothing. Good. Oh, this life. Anyway. What? Okay. What's wrong with you?
You could try watching something to try and make yourself tired.
Go to hell. Fine, I'll take your idea. I'll watch some Star Trek. You're onto something good. Thanks,
Space, the final frontier.
No, it didn't do a thing. Didn't do a thing. Thanks for nothing. I know. Okay. Can you give me some sleep?
What?
Alright. I'm just trying to sleep. Oh, I'm not.
Time, Fairy, time.
Oh. God. I get you.
Mr. Loser, it's time to wake up.
Great. Only 1 hour sleep.
Sorry to wake you, Mr. Loser. I'm sorry about the result of last night's game. Okay, we just need to get you down now for your baseline checks.
And then back here by 9 a.m. so Dr. Do-Right can do your operation.
Sounds good, Leonie. Let's do this.
Whew. Great, back just in time. I mean, Dr. Do-Right should be any minute.
I'll go see what's happening. You stay there and cry about last night's game. I'm so sorry, Mr. Loser. Dr. Do-Right has had to take an emergency brain aneurysm case that the Ambos have just brought in.
Yep. Well, that's awfully inconsiderate of the guy. I mean, okay, yeah, his situation's obviously more urgent than mine. I guess I'll just watch my morning YouTube. Yeah. Oh, I'll watch a replay of last night's game. I'll see if we win this time. Oh, it still sucks. Oh, jeez. I have not eaten in 25 hours. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Steve!
Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting for so long.
Wow! You two look so much alike.
Seriously, I've never seen this man before in my life. Nothing. Suck, that never worked. Loose shit. Ugh, sanitizer. Anyway, Dr. Dudley Do-Right had to go and do right. An urgent case came up to me in short notice where I had to perform life-saving surgery. You would have thought the guy would have had more consideration from you, but he probably found out you were a blue supporter. Anyway, now that I've saved one life, how about we just get on with it and save another one? But you are going to have to take off that jersey if you want me to operate on you. Steve!
Okay, Mr. Loser, let's get you ready.
Leonie, I'm scared.
Don't be concerned, Larry. Dr. Do-Right really is one of the best neurosurgeons in the country. You are absolutely in good hands.
Thank you, Leonie.
Now, the next time you wake up, you'll be in the critical care ward, so you'll have another nurse looking after you. It's been a pleasure looking after you so far. You know, Larry, you're all right for a Blues supporter.
Thank you, Leonie. You're not too bad yourself.
Thank you. had to bake for you a lot of things at that time. That was made in marmalade cake. Delicious. Potato mash. Alright, pulverize. Thank you very much. I only use this seldom. You've got the sanitized equipment. Just keep it fresh. Alright, knitting needles. Didn't even need them. Thank you, Time Fairy. Wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm not cut out for this.
You look like the Borg Queen from Star Trek Generations.
Borg? I'm not a Borg Queen. I'm your nurse. You're in the critical care unit of the hospital. You've had brain surgery. Tomorrow, Dr. Durite will let you know how it all went. But for now, there is some neurological questions I have to answer you to make sure there was no adverse reactions. First, what is your name?
Captain Picard. Wait, sorry. My name is Larry Loser. And that is a loser to you, loser.
Right, and what day is it today?
Pinch and a punch. It's the first day of the month. It is the 1st of June.
Now, can you do a big smile for me? Well, you have a smile like Tom Cruise, Mr. Loser.
It's a loser. It's French.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that, Mr. Loser. I know how you feel. People get my name wrong all the time too.
Really? What is your name?
My name is Amelia Stern.
That is a beautiful name.
Well, thank you. Stern is German and it means star.
When you wish upon a star, it doesn't matter who you are.
All right. I think it's time for you to get some rest now. Should I maybe see if I can find something to eat for you?
Yes.
You're really hungry.
Yes, that would be fantastic. I haven't eaten in 36 hours. That's right. You you ever need me 36 hours? Holy hippo. I'm gonna touch the air.
Yeah, I found a sandwich for you.
It's the same one.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nurse Star. That's delicious.
It's quite alright, Daddy, but now it's really time for you to get some sleep. But don't worry, I'll be with you all night, right over here. I'll keep an eye on you and make sure nothing untoward is happening. I'll be back for more checks in a bit.
This bet will never change. Oh. Nurse? What is that?
There's 4 other neuro patients with us tonight. Some of them are in quite a bit of pain.
What the? What are you doing? Get out of here!
What are you doing here, Mr. Barnes? You can't be wandering around the hospital. Let's get you back to bed. Sorry about that.
Sleep after that. Right. Alright. You got it. I give up. I give up. Why are you like this? Oh, fire, get some sleep.
Alright, Mr. Loser. It's time for some new neuro ops.
Yeah, right.
What day is it today?
Oh, it's the 2nd of June. Not even a pinch and a punch. Steve! Oh!
There we go, he's there. Hello there, Larry. How are you feeling this morning?
Yeah, Doc, I'm feeling a lot better already. I mean, I could already see the difference.
The nurse tells me your ops are all standard, so that's good.
So how'd it go, Doc?
Well, I first entered your brain through your groin, and then very carefully and skillfully inserted 12 platinum strips, each the size of a human hair, one at a time. I went through your femoral artery, and then I had a trip through your heart, then I went behind your right shoulder, then I went behind your right ear too, I took a trip there, then I went into your brain, and then I went behind your right eye in order to plug that nasty fistula! Well, I then went home and had dinner. By the way, I called your wife and told her that the surgery went well. She's more than welcome to come and visit. But she had already told me she had started drinking. And she said, why in God's name would she visit a blue supporter?
Yeah, well, that definitely checks out. But thank you so much, Doctor. You're my hero. As soon as the nurse is finished up with you, you'll be free to go back to the ward. I'm off to save another life. Steve! There goes Dr. Durant. He's our hero.
I will need to check the MRI for that last patient, and why is no one taking notes? Now, I believe this next patient is a Blues supporter. Oh, he's very lucky we let him in here. We must have been feeling sorry for him after Wednesday night's game. And like I said, he's very lucky to be here. This is the best hospital in the country. He's very lucky to have Dr. Doolittle on his... Dr. Doolittle? Dr. Do-Right on his case. He is the best neurosurgeon and our hero.
Dr. Do-Right, he's our hero!
Now, my name is Dr. Cavalier. I'm the senior consulting professor here at the hospital. What's your name, young lassie?
My name is Stern.
Nurse Stern.
No, Stern. It's German.
It means stop.
German. Now, what is the patient's GCS?
The patient is Mr. Louzeur, and he has a GCS of 15.
And has he had any visual symptoms, such as blurred vision or numbness in his face?
No, I've been feeling
Nurse?
great.
Had any visual symptoms, such as blurred vision or numbness in his face?
No.
Nurse?
9.
9? That's not quite the result we were looking for.
No symptoms.
And has he had any headaches or eye pain?
Have you had any headaches or eye pain?
No.
9.
And can he still hear his own pulse in this bed?
Can you still feel your own pulse in your head?
No.
9.
Right. Now, doctors, this was a great pickup by the patient's optometrist. Without treatment, he would very likely be dead now.
Wait a minute. No, the optometrist didn't pick this up. I had to initiate this all by myself. I mean, if it wasn't for Dr. Cranston and ophthalmology at Strathpine, I would have most likely died. The optometrist was completely reckless in the way she dismissed my obvious problems. So I'm going to be suing her. And you know what? I think I'm going to sue you too. Oh, I'll find out later. Does she know I'm hungry?
Alright, Larry, it's time to get you to your 11:30 appointment with the ophthalmologist. They will compare with your baseline checks from yesterday. Wheel you over there.
Show just got an R rating.
Close your legs and pull your rope down there.
Sorry about that. Hello. We're here for the 11:30 appointment from Dr. Dural for Mr. Loser.
Mr. Loser. Well, I'm sorry, I don't see Mr. Loser on the list.
Well, it's...
It's Loser. It's French.
Oh, you again. Is there anywhere you don't work?
No, Mr. Loser. I'm afraid I own this place. That's a good thing, too. We have to keep our eye on you British supporters sneaking into our Queensland hospitals. In any event, no, Stern, don't have an 11:30 appointment for Mr. Loser. But if you just wait over there, I'll just have a look into it for you. All right, Mr. Loser, I found the ophthalmologist, and he said he'll see you shortly.
Thank you.
Well, that didn't take long.
Great, lad. Your eye is much better than it was yesterday. A great improvement. Doctor, do right. Sure did. Do right.
Well, that's great news, Larry. Now I just have to bring you back to the ward, and once all the drugs are out of your system, you can go home. I'll take you over there now. I'm told they are expecting us.
They're expecting me. That'll make it one in a row. You're out of your mind. You know what? I'm actually going to put money on them not expecting us. How many millions? All the millions. Yeah, they're not expecting me.
Welcome, Mr. Loser. We've been expecting you.
Wait. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Thank you so much for being a wonderful crowd. I'd just like to give a quick word to our writer, director, and the real lucky Larry, Brett Lane.
So thanks to the talented cast, that was fantastic. As you would have heard, this is actually based on actual events that happened to me almost to the day 12 months ago. And I thought it might be fun to, make a play out of it and inject some humour. It probably wasn't all that funny at the time, and we've all been in the hospital system and we've all experienced those sorts of things. However, I want to finish this off as actually a tribute to the professionals, of the nurses and the doctors. It's their dedication, particularly the nurses, putting up with so much from crabby patients like me, that make them pretty special. And so I want to sort of finish it as a tribute to them, the nurses, and the skill of the doctors. We've all, I'm sure, been touched at one time or another by, some not very pleasant things, and there's these nurses that can get you through it emotionally, and certainly the doctors can get you through it with their skill. So that's sort of the main message you want to pass here. Each of us, as I say, we've all got our own stories, and some of the cast would like to share a small story to represent that. In my case, my youngest daughter at the time was 1 year old, was diagnosed with a rhabdomyosarcoma, cancer, and the skill of the doctors She's still here today, against all odds. My wife and I were in the hospital for 2 years, and the nurses became like our friends. They were amazing. So that's my story. Some others?
For me, my mum was diagnosed with septicemia by the family doctor, thankfully. I was 15 and she was in hospital for a month, and he visited her every day, twice a day for a month, and we got it through it, and I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, our mum got cancer in her leg. She had to relearn how to walk again. So yeah, seeing the nurses support her through that was pretty cool.
So the final round of applause for the nurses and the doctors. And it's a special treat that real Nurse Campbell is in the audience tonight. Thanks so much everybody for coming tonight. I hope you enjoyed it.
That was just the best time Gary I've ever seen.
There's nobody here. Hello, everybody. There's nobody here. I don't know what that means. But I'm just going to wander around and see what I can find.
Loretta! You've arrived!
Yes, I have.
Oh, I wondered whether you'd come. It's good to see you.
Yes, it's good to see you too, wherever you are.
Oh, come on!
Come on, what?
Come on!
You want me to... Am I supposed to know you from somewhere?
Robbie! Robbie Hall!
No, I don't know anybody called Robbie Hall.
You must have remembered.
Where do I know you from?
School.
School? Do you realise how many centuries ago school was?
I know.
And you expect me to remember? Like, it has to be at least 2 or 3 years. That old, do I?
In fact, you're looking wonderful. You haven't aged. You haven't aged at all. I think it's wonderful.
Well, I don't know if you have, because I've never seen your face. All right, it's nice to see you. So, what are we here for?
We are here for a reunion.
A reunion?
Most of the gang is here.
Oh, really?
Anna, Steve.
And your name was?
Robbie. Robbie.
Hello, Robbie Hall. What sort of relationship do we have, Robbie? It wasn't one of those behind the shed things, was it?
No, not quite. Now, unfortunately...
I do remember some of those, though.
I hope you do. I hope you would. Now listen.
Yes, I'm listening.
Some bad news is that Johnny couldn't make it.
Not Johnny Be Good. He must have been the one behind the shed then, because I remember he was very
Well,
good.
I'm so glad you can remember.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it won't be a party without Jono.
No, it
You
won't.
remember how well he partied?
Oh, yeah.
How well we all partied.
I remember Johnny. Of course I did. I still don't remember you, Robbie.
Good old days, eh?
Good old days. That was how long ago was it?
Oh, a few, but let's not go there too soon.
So,
now listen, I often think about that night. That night when Daddy's car broke down and we ended up in that back road where we shouldn't have been.
so you weren't behind the shed, you were the back of the car, man.
It was the car, yes.
Yes, the car, yes,
I'm
the
so
car.
glad you remember.
I do now.
And wasn't that
The 2-minute wonder, yeah.
wasn't that the best night?
It was the best 2 minutes I've ever had.
Now
I
listen.
don't have a clue who he is. All right.
It won't be a
I
minute.
like that. I hope it's alcoholic, but oh God, I need it. You're leaving me out here all on my own. It's supposed to be a school reunion. I'm supposed to remember school. School was bloody 50 years ago. I don't know. Oh, no, I do remember music.
I was hoping you'd come.
I did.
I couldn't wait
Several
to see
times.
you.
Oh, I know what you mean. Now, you're so much more attractive than that Robbie.
I would hope so. My God.
So what's going to happen now, honey? Can we just rush off the back of the shed now or later? Oh, hang on, our age. Don't want to just go straight to a bed. Sit at the stage.
Loretta, tell me.
Yes,
I have to tell you.
Yes, darling.
Jono was saying to me the other night, he can't wait. He can't wait for the reunion.
Yes.
I haven't been able to wait to see you again. Loretta, please.
I'm here.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so
But
glad
he
I'm
was
here
saying
too.
he can't wait to see you. He can't wait to see Steve. He can't wait to see Robbie. He was saying, Anna, I'm so looking forward to this. But he came down with that really nasty social disease.
Oh, I'm not surprised. You mean he's still at it?
He's still at it. Still at it.
Did he do you too?
No.
No,
No,
you don't do men, do you? Like, yeah, okay, fair enough.
So I heard you have a family, is that right?
Yes, yes I do.
With a name?
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I know I shouldn't have done it, but he was rich. That's all I needed. And he was old. So that is, I had a husband, but when I married him, I was only 20. And he was like 90. And I went, I ran around the bed just once with him. He would drop dead from a heart attack and even all his money, so he did, and that's how I come away with it. Looks so good now. Yeah. So the other guy got the money. I got the money, honey. You got the time. Okay. Let's go then. No? Yes?
Do you remember that camping trip? When it was raining
You remember
and
me?
everyone else went back to the cars and we were stuck in that tent?
Yes, I do.
You too?
I do.
I remember that, Rachel.
Yeah, I remember it too. We were camping. That's all I do.
There is not like more than camping, Loretta.
Oh, she keeps
You talk about
reminding
to be a
me.
woman, Loretta. Oh my God, Loretta. I need a drink. Do you need a drink?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to get a drink.
That's what the last bloke said he was going to bring me back a drink, and he just doesn't do it.
I'll get a drink.
How many? How many can I have?
I'll get as many as you.
Oh, just
Hey,
start
Steve,
with one.
I'll be right back.
Then bring a bottle to refill.
Loretta! Loretta, good to see you.
It's nice to see you too. Who am I supposed to know you as well? I
she-
remember the girl.
She told you that it was Steve.
Hi Steve, how are you Steve?
Is it the best you can do after all this time?
You're not going to tell the secret about my transformation, are you? Because I used to have a better hand straight than I do now.
No. Listen, all those memories though.
Oh, I know.
I think that your best memory is probably the same one as one of mine.
Oh God, not another one I did. Okay, you tell me about it, remind me.
Oh, well, I will in a minute.
Okay.
But I'm sorry that Jono's not here.
So am I, so where's my drink?
You can have this one if you want.
Is it the real stuff or is it that?
Oh, it's the real stuff.
It's not that peach wine that they normally serve for the actors.
No. No, Jono's sort of a little bit tied up at the minute at Woodford at the corrections facility. Well, that too, but you know, one thing led to another. But I'm sure, you know, those memories of yours and mine, you know, that day that we were swimming in your parents' pool. And they went out, and we went inside and dried ourselves off, and well, one thing led to another, and well,
One thing led to another, you were saying, yes?
yes, well, I just want to say that it was so special that you were my first.
First what?
Lover, of course.
Thank you.
Oh, come off it, mate.
No,
I wasn't I, Loretta?
I don't know that I can answer that question. Hang on.
I was Loretta's first. No.
No, you weren't. I was your first love.
Actually,
Oh,
actually.
we can't all...
No, he wasn't.
No.
I remember it all now. It was actually the school janitor.
What?
Yeah, he was a bit of cutie.
And here we were all thinking it was Johnny. Johnny be good.
Johnny be good. He was very good. Actually, very good. Can I finish my drink?
I shall leave you to them. Thank you.
You've arrived, Mr. Bond. Brilliant. We've done a preliminary reconnaissance. This is the main entrance. We have a man stationed at the back door. Are you ready for us to go in?
You must excuse me. I'm only recently back from retirement. Just think, Bond. My name's Bond. James Bond.
Thank you. Now,
What about this? What about this? What about
Right, let's go. Now, as you are aware,
Yes.
this Ed Blowfly's character is a very slippery character. We've tried to nail him before, but he's managed to elude us. Now, do you have any ideas on how we're going to handle this?
It's all in the brief. It's all in the plans.
It is in the plans. The
It's all in
trouble
the
is, we don't know what we're going to find in there. We
Right.
don't know the layout, we don't know how many people are involved.
The only thing we know for sure is that we are not going to get a very pleasant reception. Now, with your skills and training, are you willing to take the lead on this?
Yes. Have you got my gun?
No, you were supposed to bring your own gun. So, shall we go in? Turn around. Turn around. We're going to go in. Here we are.
There's
He's
someone
gone.
here.
He's gone.
What now, Bond?
What now? What do you
Option, I guess.
Well,
No
that's it.
song and dance, man, is it? Right, so we're here,
We're here.
and no one else is
No
here.
villains.
There should be a
I'm
blowfish
very happy
character
about
here
that.
somewhere.
Sorry, are we looking for?
We're looking for Mr. Ernst Blowfish. He's supposed to be here, but he's not here. Oh, God. Can you find him? Blowfly? Blowfly!
Why do we want him?
Because he's a very... Because he's a very, very nasty man, and we're worried about where the hell he is. Because he could be doing anything.
Could be up there.
Could be. Let me see. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, God. I'm getting a little worried now, Bond. I'm not sure. Whoops. Hang on. Agent, have you found anything?
I'm still looking for it.
Well, this isn't the way it was planned. Come over here and stop looking so suave. Now, tell me something. How do you like your agents?
009 is pretty good. 3.5 is, half there.
Ah, there you are. I knew you were there.
Oh,
Oh, my God. We're right. We are in the right place.
it's you!
Him.
It's him.
Can I
It's him.
please get the apron? No?
No.
What's
It's too late for that. It's too late for that. So what's going on? Bond, question it, quick.
I need my apron and my gloves. At least my apron and my gloves.
So, Blowfeld, what do you have to say for yourself?
Blowfish.
Oh, like I said.
Blowfish.
No fly. Yes. What do you get? It's like if it's a blowfly. Monsieur blowfly. And I need my gloves and I need my apron.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
You look great the way you are anyway.
Okay.
Criminal type.
What are you here for anyway?
We're here to take you in.
Where?
What? Lock you up.
I'm in.
Put your hands behind your back or we'll... That's it.
Hey, you leave my hands alone.
We're here to conduct a thorough investigation
Oh,
into you,
is that what we are doing? Okay.
Investigation into what?
You should have realised that we would have found our way in here eventually. This could be the end of the line for you.
Oh, and I thought I was having fun out there just stopping the fridge. But what does a cafe owner do? They stock in the fridge, they cook the food, they keep the customers happy.
We know all about you. We've heard the complaints.
Complaints? If I have any complaints of my staff, they deal with them immediately. They take the patron outside and they never come back.
So I've heard. We know all about your tricks. The fancy chairs that disappear into the nether regions, and the sharks
under the floor.
Now listen
No,
to
in
me.
your private pool.
Oh,
The helicopters that explode. We know how you get rid of people.
Now
Well-
listen to me very carefully. The health takes cleanliness and hygiene in food preparation that you are doing out the back very seriously.
But it's just a simple cafe owner. What are you going to do to me?
We're going to investigate you.
You can investigate all you want. You want to find a thing.
You don't look like an ordinary cafe owner to me.
I think he could be in serious
Fine.
trouble over all this, Bond. You tell him what he could be facing for the things that he's been doing out the back while we've been out here searching for him.
Number one, you will have your license revoked.
I just paid 800 and a bulb, no, before my life.
Not my problem. Sorry, I'm not. I speak a many languages.
Not a bullshit.
Number two.
Listen.
What is the number two?
25 years in prison. Number three. No television after 8 o'clock.
Who would want to watch television after 8 o'clock? Unless it is on KO or Street.
KO?
That's where I'm going when I go home tonight to see the football, the Magic Round.
Now listen, Agent. Would you please find this kitchen and check it out for me? I am going to try to find your dining room and work it out.
It's that way.
It's that way. Thank you very much. I'll be right back.
Show me your hand. Show me your hand. When was
The
the
back
last-
of my hand.
When's the last time you washed it? Do you know anything about the spread of germs?
Yeah, I've got it on the wall
You know-
outside above my kitchen.
Well, you've got to do more than just read this sign.
I do to the sign. I know you've got to wash your hands 23 times. You do that?
That dining room is very interesting.
Yes, I know it is.
Kitchen's clean.
Of course it is.
Unfortunately to report, so is the dining room.
As we suspected.
Yes, of course it is. Everything is a very clean and above a ball.
This restaurant is just a front for your real operation.
And you know what that is.
Yes.
What would that be?
It would be the re-education of all the dogs in the country. Making them think that they're cats. And we would have chaos.
Dogs and the cats.
Yes.
I think you've got a pat or two loose in the upper story.
Well, maybe it was something else then.
Listen, you could not send me to jail anyway because what would my 17 starving children do?
They'll have to cook for themselves.
They don't know the recipe.
Now listen,
He's got a restaurant front for what? I don't know. Absolutely.
And a side and another side.
In big trucks.
Listen.
It's drugs.
Drugs.
It's drugs
It's a
in a
drug
big
traffic.
way. Yes.
Oh no, he could be very more dangerous than we thought. Listen, Bond, do you think we should maybe rethink what we're about to do and withdraw so that we can actually, live? Another day.
I think that is a good idea.
Oh, you don't frighten me.
You might find it very easy to come in here, but some people leave very, very quickly.
You want to arm wrestle? Second floor.
Get off.
doctor, give me the news, I gotta.
Hello?
Hi Larry, it's Dr. Dewright from the Neurology Department at the RBWH. Now, there is nothing to worry about. I have the results of the scan and I know why you're having double vision and why your eye is bulging and why you can hear your own pulse in your head.
You do?
You have what is called a carotid cavernous fistula, or CCF. Basically, it means that some of the arteries in your brain and behind your right eye are talking to the veins.
And they're not supposed to do that.
No, they are not.
Okay, so how serious is it, Doc?
Well, it is pretty important we get you in as soon as possible. Otherwise, it can develop into a full-blown aneurysm and you can have a stroke or even die.
What? Wait. How the bloody hell did the optometrist miss this? I was there 3 weeks ago.
Well, that's a matter for another time. For now, though, I've been talking with your ophthalmologist, Dr. Cranston, and we've agreed that we have a way to fix this. I've got you booked in for surgery tomorrow to stop the talking in your head and sort that eye out. I'll need you to be at the hospital at 1 o'clock tomorrow so that I can do a preliminary scan to establish a baseline with your eye.
Wait. No, I can't do that. So I'm a part of this awesome community musical called The Pirates at Act One Theatre, and the show can't go on without me. And plus, it's the final show. Can we make this another day?
Well, I guess community theatre is pretty important, so yes, maybe, I guess so. I can fit you in on Thursday, but I'll still need you to be at the hospital by 1 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon so we can do that baseline assessment. We'll need that before we can start.
Sure. That sounds good, Doc. That'll give me time to get over the after party.
Okay, I'll see you Thursday, and I'll get you all fixed up. In the meantime, break a leg.
Thanks, Doc. I'm really looking forward to it. I have an operation tomorrow with Dr. Dudley Dewright. I was told to come here at 1 p.m. today to get some sort of baseline testing done.
Your name, sir?
My name is Loser. Larry Loser.
Your name is Larry Loser.
No, my name is Larry Loser. Loser, it's French.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Loser. How can I help you, sir?
Well, like I said, I'm here to see the world-renowned Dr. Dudley Dewright. I was told to come here at 1 p.m. today to get some sort of baseline testing done. Oh, and so I can get good seats for tonight's game. Oh, I think we can make it one in a row.
Right, just have a look at that for you. Sorry, Mr. Loser, I don't see you on the list, nor have I ever heard of a world-renowned Dr. Dudley Dewright, but just take a seat over there and I'll have a look at it for you.
Are we settled in yet?
No, admissions didn't even know I was coming in, so having a coffee ATM. Whoa!
Good on them.
And the coffee is shit. It's not even worth the second E. Lol!
Coffee with no E is cough. They'll make you sit outside.
Well, They're doing that already because I'm a Blues supporter.
Oh, how rude.
I'm still waiting. Who the bloody hell in their right minds would visit a public hospital?
Oh, pretty much everyone.
Exactly. Not in their right minds.
Neither are you. Bahaha.
I am until tomorrow. Lol. Then who knows who I'll be after they muck around in there.
You know, you'll feel much better if you just relax and accept that things move like that in hospitals. Instead, enjoy the relative freedom of not being in a bed. Maybe with someone next to you, moaning about one thing or another.
Yeah, thank you, oh wise one. Whatever would I do without you?
I've had to put up with it many a time.
Oh, I'm still waiting. They're doing this because I'm a Blues supporter. I guarantee.
Rob, wait. Are you wearing your jersey?
Wait, shouldn't I be?
You don't want to get on their bad side.
Why? Will they deliberately mess up my op?
That's standard procedure, mate. You're going to wake up with a goalpost between your ears. Lol.
Okay, Mr. Reserve, I found the doctor that you were talking about, and I found a ward for you to go to. If you just give me a few moments, I'll get that organised.
That's great. That did not take long.
Alright, Mr. Loser, if you'd like to gather your things, head over to this lift over here, go up to level 3, exit to the left, go to the end of the corridor, turn right, and look for ward number 2.
Yeah, that sounds simple, ma'am. Whatever could go wrong, right? But what about the baseline checks?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that. But you can ask at the ward when you arrive.
Hello. My name is Larry Loser, and a lovely lady at reception told me to come to this ward and that you were expecting me.
Sorry, Mr. Loser. I'm Nurse Campbell. I wasn't aware that you were coming.
My name is Loser, not Loser. It's French.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Loser.
Quite alright, it happens all the time. I wonder who will be the losers tonight, though. But in any case, I was sent here by reception. I've been waiting there for the past 3.5 hours, and they said you were expecting me. I was told to come here at 1 p.m, hence arriving at, 1 p.m, for my scheduled operation tomorrow at 7:30. They said you know about the baseline checks.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Loser. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about. But no, I certainly wasn't expecting a Blues supporter on the eve of our first Origin game. You do know this is a Queensland hospital, right? Please take a seat over there while I look into this for you. Perhaps I can find a hospital across the border that can help you.
booze out tonight after all. It looks like you are in the right place.
That's great.
Now, I'm sorry to say, though, that we don't have a room for you per se, but there is a small space with a new fancy bed in it, which I'm sure you'll love. Just follow me.
Holy crap, that's an expensive bed. Oh, excuse me, Nurse Campbell, is there any chance I can get something to eat?
Oh, dinner? Have you not eaten yet?
No. I've been in the hospital since 1 p.m. and even for the past hour, so no, I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, okay. A bit hangry, are we? Let me see if I can get you something. In the meantime, just make yourself comfortable, and when you're ready, just put on this gown, please. But be sure to close the back up. We don't want to scare the other patients.
I'm sorry, Nurse Campbell.
Oh, just call me Leonie.
Me? I'm just a bit stressed about the surgery tomorrow and the game tonight. I've got a good feeling about both. But, tell me, what's the deal with the bed here?
Oh, that's where you're in luck. That's our brand new $75,000 bed. It inflates and deflates automatically so you don't get bed sores or numb from lying in one position. You'll be the first person to use it, lucky boy, even before any Queenslanders.
Okay. It doesn't look very comfortable. But that's a hell of a lot of money for a bed. But anyway, that's all good. I'm just going to get changed, get ready for the big game. But one final thing on that. Is there any place that has a TV so I can watch the big game? I've been looking forward to over a year to watch New South Wales win. It'll make it one in a row. Hello, handsome. Where's the nurse? Does she know I'm hungry?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Loser. The kitchen is closed, but I was able to get this sandwich out of the vending machine.
Okay, yeah, no, this looks tasty and nutritious. I haven't eaten in 8 hours, and I got a fast in one.
Okay, Mr. Loser, I just need to ask you a couple of questions before you can settle in for the night.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have hypertension? High blood pressure?
No.
Do you take any medication at all?
Yes, Tomazada.
So you are hypertensive,
No.
but you're taking hypertensive meds.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not hypertensive. Just keep my blood pressure low. TV. Cool, no TV. That's alright, yeah. No TV. That's great. I guess I'll just go back to my room, lay on this $75,000 bed, and watch the game on my phone. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not all that bad. I'm having life-saving surgery tomorrow, so that sandwich sucks. So not having the room, not having any edible food, not having the tests, not having any TV to watch the big game, that's just all small stuff. And you know what they say, we don't sweat the small stuff. $5,000, huh? Queensland full time. Ow. That's okay. It's just a game. Okay, right. What is wrong with you? I'm just gonna watch some Star Trek.
Space, a final frontier.
Nah, the bed sucks. Okay, now. Can you get me sleep?
Time fairy, not sleep fairy.
You're useless then. Okay. Last try.
Mr. Loser, it's time to wake up.
Great. Yeah, 1 hour sleep. That's good.
Sorry to wake you, Mr. Loser, and sorry about the result of last night's game. Okay, we need to get you down now for your baseline checks and get you back here by 9 a.m. so Dr. Dewright can do your operation.
That sounds good, Leonie. Let's do this. Great. Back just in time. Fantastic. Dr. Dewright should be here any minute.
I'll go see what's happening. You stay there and cry about last night's game.
had to take an emergency brain aneurysm case that the Ambos have just brought in.
That's awfully inconsiderate of the guy. Okay, yeah, situation's obviously more urgent than mine, but... Actually, that's right, I'll just watch my morning YouTube. I'll watch a replay of last night's game. I want to see if we win this time. Again! Oh, jeez. I have not eaten in 25 hours. Far right. Steve!
Hello there, Larry. Sorry I've kept you waiting.
Wow! You two look so much alike!
Nope. No, I've never seen this man before in my life.
Thing.
Besides, I've never wear a blues jersey. Yeah. Sanitize. Anyway, Dr. Dudley Do-Right had to go and do right. Urgent case came to me at short notice where I had to perform life-saving surgery. You would have thought the guy would have had more consideration for me, but he probably found out you're a police supporter, actually. Anyway, now that I've done that, how about we just get on with it and save another life? But you're just gonna have to take off that jersey if you want me to operate on you, Steve. Thank you very much. Yeah!
Okay, Mr. Boozer, let's get you ready.
Leonia. I'm scared.
Don't be concerned, Larry. You really are very lucky. Dr. Do-Right really is one of the best neurosurgeons in the country. You are absolutely in good hands.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now, the next time you wake up, Larry, you'll be in the critical care ward, so you'll have another nurse looking after you. It's been a pleasure looking after you so far. You know, Larry, you're all right for a police supporter.
Thank you, Leonie. You're not too bad yourself. Thank you very much. You don't look exceptionally right. This is charming. Better than come back with a good look at the baby plants. Well, yeah, I should exterminate. Oh, thank you. Mashed potato. Please. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I like to improve, change my surgical techniques. Pulverize, please. Hey, this is just for what? Alright. It goes alright. I think it was around one time ago. There's my links. Haircuts. Not good.
Knock it out, please.
You look like the Ball Queen from Star Trek.
This must be the truck story. I'm not a ball queen. I'm a nurse. You're in the critical care unit of the hospital. That brain surgery. Tomorrow, Dr. Blue Ride will let you know how it all went. But for now, there's some neurological questions I have to ask you to make sure there's no adverse reactions. First, what is your name?
Captain Picard. Wait. Sorry. No. My name is Larry Loser. And that is loser. Loser.
What day is it today?
Oh, Pinch and the Bunch is the first day of the month. It is the 1st of June.
Now, can you do a big smile for me? You have a smile like Tom Cruise, Mr. Loser.
It's loser. It's French.
I'm really sorry about that, Mr. Loser. I know how you feel. People get my name wrong all the time too.
Really? What is your name?
It's Amelia Stern.
That is a beautiful name.
Thank you. Stern is German and it means star.
When you wish upon a star, it doesn't matter who you are.
Right? I think it's time for you to maybe look for something to eat for you first. You must be really hungry.
Oh, that would be fantastic. I haven't eaten in 36 hours. That's right. You haven't eaten in 36 hours. I can taste the air.
You're in luck. I found a delicious sandwich.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much, Nurse Star.
That's all right, Lily. But now it's really time for you to get some sleep. But don't worry, I'll be with you all night. Right over here. I'll keep an eye on you and make sure nothing untoward is happening. I'll be back for more checks later.
Nurse, what is that?
There is 4 other neuro patients with us tonight. Some of them I am quite a bit of a pain.
What are you doing here, Mr. Barnes? You can't be wandering around the hospital. Sorry about that.
Alright. That's not like I can sleep anyway. That's it. Nothing changed. Not a damn shock there.
Not sure what you were expecting.
What do you want from me? Give me some solutions. Oh. So. Why do you like this bed? Oh, give up.
It's time for something. Oh, Ops. What day is it today?
It's the 2nd of June. It's not a pinch and a punch. Steve!
Hello there, Larry. How are you feeling this morning?
Yeah, Doc, I'm feeling a lot better. I can already see the difference.
Well, the nurse tells me your obs are all standing, so that's good.
So how'd it go?
Well, I first entered your brain through your groin. I then very carefully and skillfully threaded 12 platinum strips, each the size of a human hair, one at a time. I took a trip through your femoral artery. Then I went and took a leap over your heart. Then I went behind your right shoulder. Then I went a little bit of a trip behind your right ear. Then I went into your brain. And then I took a trip behind your right eye in order to plug the nasty fistula! I then went home and had dinner. By the way, called your wife to tell her that the surgery went well, that she could come and visit. But she had told me she'd already started drinking. And she said, why in God's name would I visit Lucifer?
Yeah, well, that checks out. But thank you so much, Doc. You're my hero.
As soon as the nurses have finished up with you, we'll be all good to go back to the ward. I'm off to save another life.
Steve!
Hey, yeah!
There goes Dr. Do-Right. He's our hero.
Now we'll need to repeat the MRI for that last patient. Why is no one taking notes? Now I believe this next patient is a Blues supporter. He's very lucky we let him in here. We must have been feeling sorry for him after Wednesday's game. Like I said, he's very lucky to be here and to have Dr. Do-Right on his case. This is the best hospital in the country. He's the best neurosurgeon and our hero.
Dr. Do-Right, he's our hero.
I'm Professor Cavalier. I'm the senior consulting professor here at the hospital. What's your name there, young lassie?
It's Nurse Stern.
Nurse Stern?
Yeah. It's Stern.
Yeah, it means star.
What's the patient's GCS?
The patient is Mr. Boozer. His GCS is 15.
Has he had any visual symptoms, such as blurred vision or numbness in his face?
No, I've been feeling
Nurse?
Had any visual symptoms? Such as blurred vision or numbness?
Nurse?
9.
9? That's not quite the result we were looking for.
No symptoms.
And has he had any headaches or eye pain?
No.
No.
And can he still hear his own pulse in his head?
Can you still hear your own pulse?
No.
No.
Now, doctors, this was a great pickup by the patient's optometrist. Without treatment, he would very likely be dead by now.
Wait, no. The optometrist didn't pick this up. I had to initiate this all by myself. If it wasn't for Dr. Brian Cranston Ophthalmology at Strathpine, I would have most likely died. I mean, the nurse that bloody optometrist was totally dismissive. She dismissed my obvious concerns. So I'm going to be suing her. And, oh, you know what? I think I might sue you too. Oh, I'll find out later.
All right, Nelly, it's time to get you to the ophthalmologist for your 11:30 appointment. They'll compare with your baseline checks from yesterday. Just hop in and I'll push you.
Oh dear, very disappointing.
Pull your hook down. Hello, we're here for the 11:30 from Dr. Dubai for Mr. Loser.
Mr. Loser. Mr. Loser. Sorry, I don't have an appointment for Mr. Loser.
It's
Loser. It's French.
you again. Is there any way you don't work?
I'm afraid, Mr. Loser, I own this place. And it's a good thing too. We've got to keep our eye on you British supporters sneaking into Queensland hospitals. In any event, though, Stern, I'm afraid I don't have an 11:30 appointment for Mr. Loser. But if you wait over there, I'll have a look at that for you.
It's to be expected, you damn well it's expected. Oh. That's what they probably never see. I can't help it.
Okay, Mr. Loser, I've spoken to the ophthalmologist and he'll see you shortly.
Well, that did not take long.
Great Larry, your eye is just fine. It's a huge improvement on what it was yesterday. Dr. Dudley, do right, certainly did. Do right.
Well, that's great news, Larry. Now, I just have to take you back to the ward. And once all the drugs are out of your system, you can go home. I'll take you over there now. I'm told they're expecting us.
They're expecting us.
Yeah, that'll make a one in a row.
You know what? I'm putting my life savings on them not expecting me. How about that? You're about to be a rich woman, Mersh Stern.
Welcome, Mr. Loser. We've been expecting you.
It's a miracle. Audience, I'd just like to give the writer and director and the real Lucky Larry of this show, the real Lucky Larry, Brett Lane a quick word.
Another round for the cast, they were fantastic. I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. We've obviously had a lot of fun. Hopefully you've had some fun too and a lot of laughs. Everything you've seen here was basically true. In 2 weeks' time, it'll be 1 year ago, this all happened to me. Maybe there might have been one or two slight exaggerations, but essentially it was all true. But we just want to finish on a serious note, and that is that whilst obviously many of us have been through this sort of time lag thing at the hospitals, at the end of the day, this is actually a tribute to the dedication of the nurses and the doctors in those public hospitals. Without them, you know, every one of us, I'm sure, has been touched in one way or another through some sort of crisis, and it's the people in those hospitals who have helped us out. And that's a very special gift that they have, that their skill of the doctors and the care and nurturing of the nurses that get us through. In my case, we've mentioned Dr. Cranston, real ophthalmologist, and the doctor wasn't Dr. Durant, was Dr. Hilton, was the real neurosurgeon. And before we close, I'd just like to share a few of the cast wanted to share some stories where they were touched personally, and the staff of the hospitals came through and helped them out. In my case, my daughter, 1 year old, was diagnosed with a cancer. She had about like a 20% chance of making it through. She was too small for radiation therapy. She's now 36 years old, family, successful career. And it was the skill of the doctors that did that. And my wife and I were in the hospital for 2 years, and it was the nurses that got us through. That's my story.
In my case, my mum was diagnosed by a family doctor with septicemia when I was 15, and he went and visited her every day, twice a day, for a month while she was in hospital, and thankfully she made it through, and I'm very grateful for that.
Nick and my brother and my mum as well had a sarcoma in her leg, and she had to relearn how to walk again. And with the help of the doctors that are considerably better than me, they're more flexible. More flexible than both of us combined. So yeah.
And as you can see, I've obviously typecast the actor, who did my part. So thanks for that. Thanks very much for coming tonight. I hope you enjoyed it.
I don't get the opportunity often to pull rank, but I will this time, since I'm president of this place at the moment. I want to get up on stage the rest of the ensembles. There's some out the back. So if you're out the back, come out the front. There's some in the audience. So come on, you pair. I can see 2 of you at least. Is there anybody left out the back? When we put this together, and Patrick, get down here too. Come on. You're not going to escape, mate.
Where's Errol?
Where's Errol gone?
At home.
He's gone home. All right. We missed one. He's up here. Come on, Errol. Get down here, Will.
Telling lies.
I honestly have no idea.
And there's another one up there somewhere. Come on, don't be...
Come on down.
There's 2 up there, red stockings and all. And up in there we've got 2 more. Mark and Andrew were sitting up there making this thing work. So let's give them a hand. Can you imagine what it was like trying to corral this mob of cats? But Trish did. Pat did, because he wrote all of this, except for the bit that Brett wrote, and that was a pretty big bit too. So how about a big round of applause for Brett and Pat, please. And by definition, since this was the first time they were done, it's world premiere stuff, so another big clap for them. I've had a lot of fun. I've spent a lot of time in that front room. Terry, get out of here now. You're not in this one. While they would do an impromptu. And you'd be sitting out there reading a book. I read 5, I think, during the process of rehearsals. It's been fun. I want to thank everybody. We've had a lot of fun together. And it's not often you get this many people together to make you happy. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed. I've got a grandson sitting up there watching me for the first time. I hope I haven't traumatised him.